ZSS for a little bit.
You get a bootleg flip kick coming out from a man. Is that Palutena? Palu?
Yeah,
I love me some Palu. So okay, I always get flamed for this, but I love Palutena. I love
Palu now. I love Palu now because of the contrast that she holds to the rest of the roster now.
Listen. In the beginning, the only problem with Palu from like a spectator point of view was that her nair lasted forever.
That thing was so long.
It was so long. Like, come on, just end the combo. And then Nintendo devs were like, oh, bet. I see what's happening here. Let's just have it do the same thing, but it's way faster.
I will say this, though. Speaking of fantastic doubles characters, Palutena, phenomenal. Not only do you have explosive flame and auto reticle that you just like able to go on one side of the stage, have fun, you have nice, generous, active hitboxes that your teammate is going to be so happy when you connect them because they can react to them and then they can follow up off of them. Palutena is a good character. If it's a top tier, they are typically good in doubles.
Yeah, they're able to be able to stuff from singles transfers over to doubles pretty easily. But like you said, just having long-range moves in general in doubles allows you to catch people off guard altogether because you get the mental stack. You have to focus on so much stuff on the stage at once that like sometimes you can get away with a lot more stuff like that.
Look at this position. SEIBRINK and MVD setting up two completely separate 1v1s in their favor until Kobe landed and hit that downer into the F smash. A little bit tragic that it did not result in the stock, but it was still a lot of damage.
You get caught by a down air from Lucina, like you might as well just start riding your will, like on stage like that, because you go into hit stun for so long, she can even get a little bit of charge.
F smash, back air, she can do anything that she wants.
Dealer's choice.
Yep. But that being said, that's going to be actually MUTEFACE's first stock, going to be sent off the top there. Right now, Kobe just super patient, trying to get back to center stage, but MVD just playing off of these parries, making it so difficult for that to be the case. Left side belongs to the green team, right side belongs to the blue team, and now they're mixing up these positions. That's going to be... Wait, whose stock just... Oh, that was me Brawler.
That was me Brawler. For a second, I was like,
is that Snake sound?
I was like, is that Little Mac? Like, he's not even on this stage. No, MVD is still hanging in there, bro. We got 3 stocks here for MVD. Meanwhile, Kobe.
If anybody can stock tank, it is MVD, especially with Snake. You have so much survivability. You have one of the best recoveries in the game. You have heft. You have phenomenal disadvantage options. MVD, for all intents and purposes, can keep on playing this game plan.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what he's going to do on top of that. 144 damage, not even breaking a sweat, because look how far away he is from danger. He's just letting SEIBRINK get beat up, or SEIBRINK does the beating up himself while he's just tossing grenades.
And just suplexing into the grenade, following up, into the neutral as well. That is an egregious, unholy, unspeakable amount of damage. F smash swooping in, they're able to take SEIBRINK stock, but it is 4-3 now. MVD still hanging on to this one. They gotta clean that stock off MVD.
I could feel the frustration from Kobe all the way from here when I saw him pummel MVD for like 5 seconds straight. Like, it was like, I'm not throwing you, I'm just going to pummel you forever until someone swings at me.
But I will say, this is sort of like the only kind of weakness in my mind with characters like Palutena and Lucina, and it is, yes, they can kill, the win conditions and actually ways to get kills if it's not ledge traps can be fairly linear and a little bit difficult to connect if somebody is shield camping you. What are you going to do? Grab me? You're Lucina. It's Smash Ultimate, baby. You're not killing me off a grab until like 185.
Hey, Palu gets a combo at low damage. We got back throws,
You gotta get it. You gotta be in the perfect position to do so.
Yeah, no, exactly. It'd be on the edge of the stage, right? It was harder to do, easier said than done. So we're going for that flip kick to get back on stage.
It was ever a position. It is trying to connect an up air successfully. MUTEFACE went to the left, MVD went to the right. So, tried to go through the 50-50 juggle, but it didn't successfully connect it. That's going to be Kobe's second stock gone. 1 stock apiece for everybody besides MVD.
Things are looking very promising right now for Green Team, but, Kobe had a fresh stock. As I say that, it is now completely even. It is up to MVD to be able to survive for as long as possible, while MUTEFACE does the exact same thing, being able to catch these up airs against SEIBRINK, preventing them from being able to land. Didn't want to go too hard because there's a threat of MVD being right next to him.
Yeah. I gotta say, the dynamic between MVD and SEIBRINK is really emerging. One of them plays back, one of them plays up. The one that's playing back, MVD, is holding onto those stocks and lets SEIBRINK play as aggressively as he has been this entire time.
Exactly. Just being able to have that, chemistry to be able to do that. And again, I think MVD wins these long-range battles too. Like, he's the one tossing out grenades. Like, yes, explosive flame can be, kind of gruesome. Auto reticle can also come out there, but I feel like the grenades on top of the C4 and top of everything else, like, that's 2 stocks gone in an instant.
Wow.
And then Kobe just cleans up. The end. Everyone just exploded, out of nowhere. Like at the exact same time off of an explosion.
You could not tell whose game was going to be whose up until that very last moment.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that it was SEIBRINK that lost the stock and not MVD,
Yeah.
because MVD was the one with the high amount of damage. SEIBRINK was at like 70 or something when he exploded. So unfortunate for them. That's going to be game one going to Kobe and MUTEFACE.
And momentum-wise, that actually should not have been SEIBRINK stock either, right? Because SEIBRINK took the stock from MVD. MVD was sort of like the next one up on the guillotine. And did not actually suffer that fate at all until the very end. So going into game number 2 here, MVD and SEIBRINK, that should have been their game. They were playing so good at the beginning, in the middle, and even at the end, just in those last few moments.
Yeah, and then Kobe capitalized, saw an opportunity where MVD was on the edge of the stage. He immediately got that F smash and ended that stock. So now going in game number 2, straight back to PS2. See what we can be able to bring to the table, because this is already really difficult, right? Because to win this tournament, MVD and SEIBRINK have to win 6 games. So it's already off to a bad start.
God, SEIBRINK loves connecting that suplex on. That side B, I mean, it is doing
I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing in doubles. Are you kidding me? Like you can't get punished. I mean, you can get punished.
What are you gonna,
but it's really difficult.
you're gonna punish my teammate for pressing side B? This is MVD's monologue in his head. He's gonna come in there with a dash attack of his own. He's gonna press a button of his own. You can get away with stuff like that in doubles. Sometimes it's so much burst range that you're not always necessarily expecting either. And now they have to play slowly from that left side. Kobe, beautiful. I mean, the way that he just completely opened that up.
And a fantastic recovery from MVD to get back onto the stage, got the tech, being able to keep us cool, get back on stage, and take a stock from MUTEFACE to boot. So now we got MVD off stage, 140 damage. We'll see how we're going to be able to bring this back, if even at all possible here. 153, 134, going for the Hail Mary with that up B. SEIBRINK wants one thing, and it's going to be the same thing. 2 stocks down, and all of a sudden, stocks exchange and momentum has been shifted.
Okay, SEIBRINK running up to MVD. That's somebody with a C4 on him, and that's going to be that C4 explosion. That's going to be the shield break, but it does not matter. That is somebody at low percent. That is somebody who is not ready to punish SEIBRINK either, and so that shield break, nothing cool happens.
Did you see MVD just try to go for a foreigner spike off stage 2 just to try to end? I mean, that would have been sick.
It would have been, had it connected.
Had it connected.
Alas, it did not. And MVD again and again just using grenade to be able to escape this advantage. That is the real difficulty with Palutena, because of the fact that she has a multi-hit up air. You know, if it was a one-hit up air, you pop him up, you take the grenade, no problem at all. Multi-hits, MVD keeps falling out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of disastrous too for you to be able to try to like fall out of those combos, right? You need those combos to extend.
You need damage.
Firm. You need damage.
You need damage.
And usually Palu's really good in that department. So the fact that all these combos are falling out, like it's not doing them any favors.
Oh yeah, but really good target switch you. Such a.
Okay.
Who died? Nope, that was not. That was the wrong
Everyone's
opponent.
dead. Everyone is here. Everyone is gone.
Man, that was like, I was about to say like, hey, this explosive flame follow-up, super smart. You know, didn't exactly work out the way that blue team would have liked, but you know what? We live and learn. We're going to move on. Little F-throw into the back here. Really good damage onto SEIBRINK here, who is now just getting comboed by blue team. They're playing off of each other so well.
Yeah, again, MVD just chilled in the back line, throwing out the grenades. Even if MVD were to lose this stock, like it's not going to be that big of a deal, because a Snake with 0 damage is a threat. But SEIBRINK's at pretty high damage.
They found that. They found the punish finally to the suplex.
I cannot believe it.
And up air under the platform. It's just that big.
It's just that big. It's that easy.
Yeah. Not even me, Brawler, can escape it. Ooh.
Oh, that's huge for green team. I don't even know how that trade even happened. MVD was all the way on the right side of the stage.
I was looking at the right side.
Yeah,
I'm not totally sure it happened on
It was
left.
definitely like an explosion of some kind. It's Snake.
Yeah, but this is a bad position for MUTEFACE, especially as Palutena. She struggles to get off the ledge against one opponent, especially against 2. You got C4, you got a suplex, you got hitboxes. We're going to game number 3. MVD and SEIBRINK, they are definitely on the hunt. They want to get that reset.
Yeah, a reset would do them wonders in the momentum department, as well as just, you know, giving, you know, most of the time when people reset that bracket, they're usually the ones that end up winning the tournament, because people hate getting reset against, so their morale falls down, you know. I feel like I always say this a lot when it comes to the grand finals, but if you're on the winner's side, I think for the best mental, to have the best mentality, I always try to say, like, go into set 1 as data. Don't even care about the results of set 1.
Yeah.
Because that way, if you're trying to win set 1 and then you lose, your mentality's shot. I mean, it depends on the player. Obviously, some people don't care.
You have the benefit of time.
Yeah.
You don't need to win as fast as possible. What you need to take advantage of the time.
Think of it as an extra life.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't have to necessarily also pull out all the stops. You don't have to show all the cards. You have some funny little leads. You have some funny little ideas. You can, you know, put those away for set 2 just in case. Keep that in your back pocket. But I will say we're now in game number 3 here. We have sort of 2 1v1s happening on either side, and we're seeing that Quillen switch. I like that Quillen switch. Quillen's good in doubles. Not a bad choice at all.
Especially after that previous set where I feel like MUTEFACE's Palu wasn't really doing what they wanted to, right? A lot of the combo damage wasn't really working out, so I feel like Quillen's definitely the better pick here. So gonna get a lot more mileage out of this, hopefully.
It just wasn't the time yet.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't the time, it wasn't the momentum. But now we are seeing a fairly different game number 3 here. Everybody now at sort of that mid to high percentage. SEIBRINK looking for a way to be able to land here, and these juggles are brutal. You eat a Quillen neutraler, you eat a Lucina up air. There is no possible way for you to land against these massive big swings.
And this is the struggle against Swordies as a team, right? It is so hard to land down on the ground when you got constant up airs coming your way and just preventing you from being able to land, especially against the likes of Snake, who thrives off of being above the opponent as a recovery option. Like, it's even more difficult for MVD to try to land on top of that. So, like, I think that's why Corn is a really good pick in this situation. MVD going to be able to close that out with a forward air and try to, an air, and try to see if we can try to bring this back bit by bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. MVD waiting, has to let their teammate get hit. There was nothing that MVD could have done to interrupt the damage that SEIBRINK was about to take. Just had to make sure that he didn't get hit himself. MVD is going to go high, going to go back low again. SEIBRINK is going to be off stage, grenade interrupting the down air, which gives him just enough space, just enough time. But listen, SEIBRINK is still uncomfortable.
No! Oh my God, did Kobe just save him? Okay, if Kobe would have been a legend if Kobe saved MUTEFACE there.
That was excellent. SEIBRINK was on a dying stock. This, you know, he was on a plane that was about to explode and was like, you know what? I am going to at least take one more person down with me, and got the most out of it, evened it up.
I mean, that's a classic Kirby strategy. I mean, I was doing that in free-for-alls back in my olden days.
That's the Bowser strategy. That's the Kirby, the Ganon. You got lots of them.
Yeah. Always a funny little moment whenever it happens, but it's always cool when it happens, like, in tournament. Okay, SEIBRINK getting a kill right when it counts. Now Green Team has himself in a pretty good lead.
You think Corn and Lucina have juggles? Yeah, I mean, sure you can get hit with an up air at 90% and maybe die sometimes, but that does not matter when you are above me brawling.
Me brawler.
That up B is a menace.
And he has C4 on top of it. Combo, I think it's on Corn right now, is it not? I lost track of the C4. I don't even know. No, it's still on me brawler. There it is.
I can't even see it, but oh my God.
It was on Lucina the whole time. I was like spending the whole time just trying to find out where that C4 was, the blinking red, because eventually the red stops blinking. And when that happens, it's hard to tell where it is. I don't even care if it kills my teammate. I'm going to take you both down.
I got to say, Suplex and C4 in tandem are such
flashbacks
a brutal combination.
Flashbacks to 2008. Like, literally, like, that's all I'm saying. I see Snake and Meta Knight. That's literally all I see whenever I see that stuff happening.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what? SEIBRINK and MVD right now currently up 2-1. They're playing super well. They have found the dynamic. They are not necessarily changing or deviating from their base game plan, which is so important, just to have a simple game plan and then just to be able to adjust as needed, which is Snake stays in the back, has the survivability just in case somebody needs to take a stock, making sure to stock tank and just slowly coming back onto the stage. SEIBRINK running in there, C4 on him, suplexing, you know, all of his opponents in front of him and cleaning up stocks with up B. SEIBRINK just so aggressive, MVD nice and chill behind, and sort of interrupting whatever Kobe and MUTEFACE just want to build together.
Young Link.
That's Kobe's character. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
I mean,
him.
You know what? This is the time to test stuff out too, because if you lose this game, the score's reset. So like this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, this is the perfect time to try to experiment, and see if this works, see if this doesn't work. Because you know what? If this doesn't work, whatever. You have a fresh set.
Yeah. This is the character that I know Kobe for. This is the one that I'd like, you know, see dominating in singles. I don't know, maybe recently playing a little bit more Lucina, or maybe that's just a doubles thing. But Young Link, yeah, a little bit interesting. He's gonna totally change the dynamic of this.
Kobe was one of the like founders of this character back in the early days, especially when like everyone was playing Young Link in the beginning, because everyone thought this character was broken because of the fire arrow being like fast and combo heavy. Still has that going for them. It's just, I think people just found better characters, but by no means does that make Young Link a bad character. I think Young Link is still really good. just because of that arrow alone. Just being able, all the projectiles that Young Link has at his disposal are such good combo starters. And you can do it from a distance, a safe distance, that's incredible.
Ooh, and Kobe right now trying to get one of those combos going onto MVD here. Not going to be able to get that off, though. SEIBRINK looks for that tech chase, almost found that down smash. Unfortunately, got interrupted, though. I love that. MVD went through the F-tilt one, waited through the option, tried to get that up tilt, because, hey, F-tilt would not have taken the stock, but you know what would have? Up tilt.
Yeah, and now they're both just... C4, man.
C4.
You know, that happened because MVD put the C4 on Me Brawler. I'm starting to get the understanding that MVD thinks Me Brawlers are, you know, dispensable, you know? Like he doesn't actually respect them.
Yeah, he's like, you know what, at worst I'll sacrifice one of my own stocks to give to you, but you doing all the dirty work for me, you know? It is dirty work, like literally going out there and just like literally sacrificing yourself to take that stock. Like, it is brutal. Yeah.
Kobe still sitting here at 137.
Ooh,
as I say that, gets caught by the tippy toes of Snake's up tilt.
Oh yeah. Just really good anti-air, just super classic utilization of that move. Now, once again, backing up a little bit, going out those grenades against Kobe. We have now 2 separate 1v1s here, but the grenade actually going to be interrupting that pin from MUTEFACE. That pin could have been huge. It could have set up the edge guard against Me Brawler. Alas, it did not connect, and all of a sudden, stocks are even, but MVD's got a fresh one.
Yeah, that's actually the most important thing here on the menu, is that Snake has a fresh stock. Snake with a fresh stock is kind of good for like combo fodder, but in terms of doubles, like it's not a good sign because that means he can play stock tank for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at them, they're applying pressure as much as they can before SEIBRINK spawns back in. Only attacking on like 40 damage, but here's a big combo coming out from Kobe. Unfortunately getting caught off by his bomb. A little bit of a mistime there. Probably had to go for the throw because he saw a threat coming.
Okay, SEIBRINK able to make it back onto the stage here, getting that down B stuffed out, eating so many up airs, eating 49% of damage, but tried to go for some sort of a jab mix-up there, maybe didn't fully commit to the rapid jab in lieu of NVD's potential dash attack there to interrupt it. Either way, right now, SEIBRINK needs to be really careful.
I knew it. I knew that C4 was on Kobe. I was playing the game the whole time, like, where's the C4?
Yeah.
Once it stops blinking red, bro, it is so difficult to find out who it's stuck on.
That's the Snake doubles minigame, baby.
Like, I feel like it should be blinking red more.
Yeah. I feel like that could be said about a lot of moves in Ultimate. There is a real visibility issue. We need flash shield animations, please. Imagine a world. Was that a Hadouken? Like, I know. I didn't see who cast that because I was looking on the left side of the screen. I just saw like a Hadouken come through. Street Fighter has just been on all our minds lately. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a fun game. Fun game and with green pastures. Yeah. That being said, though, right now SEIBRINK still somehow alive at 146%. Nice and patient here. Wow, MUTEFACE fully committed to that side B. My God. I mean, you just gotta go all in on that. You got high damage. As I say that, SEIBRINK's now on the fresh stock. MVD has to be able to survive here. This is imperative that he does not lose his stock right now. And just dealing with that pressure so well. Kobe ate both of those grenades, 80 back here as well, and is already at 63%. SEIBRINK being the aggressive one. The grenade once again interrupting and saving MVD, who is just creating this wall, creating this safe space, but alas, there was a gap in the armor. And we've been here time and again, SEIBRINK in a 1v2 with a fresh stock. SEIBRINK was playing pretty safe that whole time because he recognized that if he played safe, he would be the last one on the stage, and now all of a sudden, the favor is on his side. Even game right now, but now we got the Young Link in 1v1. Kobe's character in a comfortable situation for him because now we can play the projectile game. This is where Young Link's going to thrive. Throw out those projectiles, throw out those bombs, those fire arrows, those boomerangs. Ooh. Anything one of those can be a huge combo starter and could end SEIBRINK's life. Huge dash attack, not going to be able to take that stock quite yet. SEIBRINK able to make it to the ledge. Gently has to make it back on the neutral air, not the forward. Really surprising. Yeah, that could have been it, but unfortunately just wanted to go for the guaranteed hit. What an extension. Z? We pushing Z mid-air right now with the hook shot. Trying to get out of here. Again, this is what Kobe can do with Young Link. He can play safe while putting threats. SEIBRINK is mixing up his movement so well, right? Double jump, shield. Just so many ambiguous landing options here. Really making the most out of me. Whoa! Whoa, what a follow-up. I love that, but SEIBRINK is still alive at 164 damage. He is trying to hang in there. Gets the side B. Unfortunately, we're still alive out here, 140 damage. Both players are at extremely high damage. Could easily go down to like the smallest little baby hit at this point. Kobe wants distance. Kobe wants to get away. He wants to be able to play his projectile game. Me Brawler has to play the approach. SEIBRINK's offensive character because that's all he needs. He just needs a fire arrow, and he can convert that into anything he wants. And now we have ourselves a Game 5 situation. That was an incredible game. So first of all,
First of all.
I would really like to point out that if Kobe did not win that game after doing a footstool drop down bomb into, like, you know, I think that was a 40
I'd have been sad.
I would have been sad. You know who also would have been sad? Kobe. And all the Kobe fans back home. That was cool. And actually, I feel like that was the biggest indication that we are in the year 2023. Because the most common clips that you would see on something like Twitter nowadays is people labbing out their footstool combos because everybody realized, hey, wait a second, out of shield in this game is kind of funny when everybody has safe and shield buttons. We have to start expanding it and really just getting the most out of those footstools. That was a really good punish. I loved it from Kobe. It was cool. It was cute. It was tragic. It did not kill, but thankfully still closed out that game. Game 5, potentially MVD and SEIBRINK's last game, potentially the start of something new.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it all comes back to Mario, right? Just jump on him.
Yep.
That's all you got to do. MVD? Oh my God! Imagine he caught that 2-frame with that F smash.
I'm imagining it. And the result would have been simple. A dead MUTEFACE. But alas, MVD able... Whoa! Speaking of tech chases, Fordo?
No! Not like that! He was in the air! He got caught by an up B from Corrin! But he had such a huge advantage, MVD losing a really early stock.
MUTEFACE looked at the SEIBRINK and said, you know what? I like that. I like whatever it is that you're doing.
I'm going to do it too.
I'm gonna give it a shot. You know,
yo, let me try. That was a sick kickflip. Let me do the kickflip.
Oh, geez. So now, all of a sudden, MVD, the one that was consistently the stock tank, the one that was always sitting at 3 stocks nice and cozy, at 2 stocks, SEIBRINK is the one at 3 stocks. The dynamic, it's different. Will they be able to play off of it?
I mean, one can only hope. It's still pretty even. Unfortunately, for Green Team's side, MVD is the one that wants the stocks. He's the one that thrives off of it. So when you lose an early stock with Snake, that could be disastrous. Good coverage from Kobe, getting him out of that grab.
MVD just mashed out that back hill and still landed them.
Easy peasy. That's all you got to do.
Oh, looking through that up B.
I love that answer from MUTEFACE.
That was the most generous hitbox that you could have put out there. That's hey, this is active, this is a multi-hit. Just try and contest this big boy. Not gonna happen.
And just like what Corrin does best, you just connect that up air, connects another stock out of there. And now we got Young Link with the stock tanking, right? And this is actually a really good character for this because of the projectile game. Good DI being able to survive that. I thought for sure Kobe was dead at that point.
Yo, MUTEFACE has to be careful. That's already last stock killed Kobe though, just holding on to the stock. Just as you mentioned, that's going to be another dash attack. That's not going to be the stock. SEIBRINK, unfortunately, going to be suplexing his own teammate there. MVD not able to get Kobe's stock off. Young Link is not known for his survivability. What is going on?
I think the grenade saved him, but now with Kobe at 190 damage, almost 200. If you round it up, it's 200. I don't care.
That's
we
2
are
stocks. He has taken enough damage for 2 whole stocks.
And we're hanging in there and still applying threats from a safe distance, shooting off the projectiles, fire arrows, boomerangs, bombs galore. Finally connects an anti-air.
But at what cost?
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth it at all.
Yeah, not the most worth it, I gotta say.
I feel like Kobe would have died to something really small, and you bet all with that up special and lost your stock for it. So now we're back to an even game. Granted, MVD is bleeding out.
And trying his best, mind you, to stop it.
Yeah.
That's a little bit difficult, but yup. Huge C4 that has immediately shifted the tide of the game.
Huge.
Everybody almost at their last stock. MVD barely hanging on to this one. Backs up a little tiny bit. Make sure that Kobe doesn't do anything funny from the left side. Kobe responds so well, getting MVD out there with the really well-placed neutral, landing with the down air yet again. MUTEFACE just getting so much mileage off of that one move.
Okay, MVD saw Kobe and goes, okay, monkey see, monkey do. We're now at 190 damage on Snake this time around. The character that can actually survive.
That was almost a down-angled side B. Gets that neutral dragged down. A lot of hitboxes, a lot of people flying in all sorts of directions. SEIBRINK needs to stay alive, and MVD needs to keep him safe.
This is incredibly important stock. The next stock to go down is probably going to spill out the results of this set. Are we going to get a reset?
Has to go to the other side, just immediately to the other ledge.
Safety,
MVD.
safety.
Yep. Okay, up B and up smash punish. That was not a good up B commitment. You were not in a position to do so.
No, this is really difficult now because now we got MUTEFACE here at 104 damage. SEIBRINK at triple digits. But the actual thing that's scary is that MVD is chilling. That is the most scary part here. You need to get rid of SEIBRINK. He is the prime target. Oh no, we're bracket reset.
I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I did not know who got grabbed. I did not know who got C4 on him. I do not know who got smash attacked. I was very prepared for the universe in which there was actually MUTEFACE's down smash or something.
I saw the zoom in. I'm like, okay.
I was like,
it's probably the person that has the one stock. But hey, bracket reset coming out. MVD and SEIBRINK fighting tooth and nail to bring that back, and they managed to frickin' do it too. I thought for sure the Youngling was the play, and then it just didn't work out at the very end.
Now, I have something to say.
What's up?
I have a thought here.
Middle of the stage, and you're on the left, and you want to go to the right side of the stage. If, like, say you're playing Sonic or
You gotta
Captain
jump
Falcon.
over them. You gotta go.
Yeah,
through
you
them
can't
or
you
something.
can't just run through. Like, and that's like a wall, and I feel like that's a. I wouldn't say it's a turnoff for certain players, but it's definitely a factor.
It is a factor, and it is something that you have to adapt to and sort of change the way that you move.
People are starting to adapt to it finally, and it's very nice to see. Because I've always been a huge fan of doubles, so I, like, especially when it gets down to like the good players and the good teams. Like, there are teams out there that, man, like their names are slipping from my mind, but like the brothers that play Ike and Donkey Kong, the twins, Donkey Kong and Ike. I'll never forget that.
They used to go by Lucy and Linus. I think one of them, or two of them, changed their tags.
Yeah. Lewis and Linus, because there was like the Charlie Brown. That's what it was.
And oh god, that is a doubles team that is just such a joy to watch.
That was the team that I watched. I believe it was a Big House from a long time ago, where I watched that team and I was like, oh, this is doubles capability.
This is doubles capability.
And I fell in love with doubles after that moment.
They show off the beauty of the format.
I want more teams to do stuff like that. And that's why it's really cool to see stuff like Tachyon and Wonder Bread, right? Like playing Pikachu so you can protect Little Mac.
Yep.
Here right now on the stage, we got MVD and SEIBRINK. MVD playing that huge stock tank in the background with Stick, planting C4 on his teammate for his teammate to run in. I love seeing stuff like that. Granted, blue team is not really doing that. They're just kind of like outplaying their team.
Yes, they're both fantastic players.
And that works in doubles, and you can get that carries you a very long way.
Up until you have like the very specific synergies, right? Like the C4 thing, like these 2v1 combos. That's where it starts to get a little bit like funky. But
I do think this bracket would not have been reset if it wasn't for MVD and SEIBRINK's synergy with planting the C4 and stuff like that. So that's definitely carrying them a long way, and we're going to see how this game 6 theoretically of this bracket reset is going to be able to go down. Let's get it.
Yeah, Kobe's still going to be sticking it with the Youngling, and honestly, I love the choice. There's a certain level of like comfort and damage output that we are now seeing from Kobe. We're seeing movement. In fact, dare I say, movement. We're seeing footstools.
You dare say that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, how daring.
That being said,
SEIBRINK's dead.
SEIBRINK's first stock is gone.
That stock got obliterated. Not even like 20 seconds into the game, just like goodbye.
Oh yeah. Ooh, SEIBRINK, such a nasty position to be in. Above Palutena, awful. When your shield is looking that tiny, you are inevitably getting hit by something or the other. Blue team is off to such a strong start here.
This is definitely doable for green team. As I say that, that's a huge blow. Every time MVD loses a stock, that's a huge blow to green team, right? But that's okay. We can easily bring this back, get that up tilt. Fantastic coverage from SEIBRINK, and that's going to be an even game minus the little bit of a struggling SEIBRINK over here. Yeah,
something I do really also want to mention, this is something that we get to see a lot of Chag do like in doubles, up smash with Palutena. You do anything you want, you send any hitbox in the direction of Palutena.
Big hitbox.
Big hitbox.
Big.
Massive pillar of light.
Gigantic.
Yeah.
Enormous blue light appear.
And you get a lot off of it, right?
Yeah, you can. It's so hard to like pay attention to it too. Again, with all the distractions on the stage. Okay, here we go. Kobe chilling down here. 64 damage. Gets back on stage. Fantastic KO coming out from MUTEFACE, getting that narrow off stage.
I don't know if it's just me, but I swear a lot of me Brawler's death noises are almost indistinguishable from Snake's.
He gave him Snake's voice actor. You know, when you go to the character select, you can give him the voices or whatever. Like, I don't know if it's actually Snake's voice. It's probably not, but you know, it could be.
Yeah, he's screaming like it.
Very similar screams, you know?
Oh, yeah.
If you play any sort of Metal Gear Solid whatsoever, you're going to hear that scream more than once. Like.
Oh, jeez. But that being said right now, SEIBRINK once again on the last stock here. This is not an uncommon position that we've seen. Got a little denied on the way back up.
Okay. You know, like that what was that? Like a bomb? Like he just dropped a small little hitbox, a small little arrow? I didn't quite see what it was.
Not totally sure either, but oh,
he got
man.
nicked.
Yeah.
And
just
now,
gently shoved back.
Is that SEIBRINK in a 1v2 situation?
Yeah, but this one's not necessarily so favorable. This is a 1v2 in a 1 stock versus 3 stocks. And I gotta say, MUTEFACE and Kobe, they are more than keen on continuing their combos, continuing their sandwiches here. This is not a game that I see SEIBRINK winning.
So we were just talking about earlier how blue team doesn't really have like those like funny little synergy situations where you can do plant the C4 or whatever on your teammate, but they have strong team combos like where they're hitting off of each other. We're seeing that right now come into a place where they kind of just sandwich SEIBRINK. Finally connects the down tilt into the up B.
I would have liked to see the explosive flame connect. That would have been so cute.
Just in case it didn't kill, we had the explosive frame on deck, ready to rock and try to take that from them. Blue team off to a dominant start for game 1.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit different from like the last set. They took a second, they talked about some stuff, I would assume. They talked about the strategy, I would hope.
It's technically an end of a set, so you can take your time before jumping into that next game, because we did have a little bit of a pause, and I feel like if you are a team or a player that just got bracket reset against you, you take that time to recool and recuperate, because that is your time. That is the end of a set. You are more than welcome to take that time. So let's jump into game number 2 and see how this is going to be able to go down. Explosive Flame, the triple Explosive Flame, not going to be able to come out just yet, but that is A-OK. We already tacked on a lot of damage against SEIBRINK just in the process of just mashing neutral B.
And that's going to be already one of those suplexes. And look at that, 62%. Just from the beginning of the game, that is exactly what green team wants. If I'm MVD and I'm SEIBRINK, I'm like, okay, my shoulders have tensed a little bit less.
Yeah, you know, so a massage does wonders sometimes, and that's better than massage right now. Being able to have that lead. MVD with damage. SEIBRINK getting a very early kill. I feel like we're no longer getting these close games anymore. Instead of just taking turns, like obliterating each other.
Yeah, exactly. So all of a sudden, right now, MUTEFACE just look to get SEIBRINK off of them, ends up holding a bomb. I don't know if that was intentional. MUTEFACE probably, the way that he was moving, he looked like he wanted to do like a fade back, you know, forward or something, maybe try to bait an option out of shield here. MVD eating an explosive flame. Really good fast fall, neutral air dodge, doesn't take his time, doesn't stall. He's afraid of Palutena up air. He's getting away from Palutena up air.
He put the C4 on his teammate. His teammate got side B. What do you think happens? They both die, like every time.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right, let's jump into this. We got 5 stocks on both teams. MVD chilling in the back line yet again with a 117. And Kobe, honestly, I feel like either character on blue team can play the back line pretty comfortably. Okay, there's that C4 again. This time getting a kill against Palu. That's a second stock against MUTEFACE.
Oh yeah, and again, Kobe with all the survivability is what I would say until SEIBRINK comes back into with yet another uppie to be able to take that stock. 5 to 3 stocks. Suplex coming in, dealing 16%. MVD kicking the life out of MUTEFACE as well. I gotta say, green team is just looking fantastic.
Yeah, Young Link is unfortunately but a child. So, okay. You know, we don't really get that much big of appearances from down smash, right? But it does have that funny little win box that can kind of mess up with people's recovery.
Yeah. It's just, you know, every now and then you get to see it come out and you're like, oh yes, that is indeed a relevant property.
She is a goddess, huh? She does have wings. Who knew?
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Not me.
Doesn't come out that often.
Oh, Kobe in a bad spot. Managed to get back on stage. SEIBRINK couldn't close that out. Unfortunately, getting a trade from that up smash instead. And now we're kind of back in the driver's seat here for blue team. Yes, Palutena is at triple digits, but this is still pretty doable for them.
There's so many interactions just happening on that left side of the stage. Wow.
Welcome to doubles.
Follow-up. Yeah. Did you see MUTEFACE's just like reservation? He didn't lean into the, you know, up air. He made sure to lean back to the left so that Kobe could successfully, you know, get the jab without getting hit by his own teammates up air.
Oh, SEIBRINK again going for that Hail Mary, that upbeat. Kobe connects. Kobe held on that fire arrow for so long, hoping to catch someone out of it. Here comes a combo. Good evasion for SEIBRINK. Recognizing the situation that he was caught between Young Link and a boomerang. He had to get out of there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, MUTEFACE looking for this ledge trap. Almost gets that classic Palu down tilt at the ledge, but a little bit too high. Percent popping up his opponent a little tiny bit too high. MVD finding that up tilt. MVD now needs a way to be able to escape this advantage here. Yeah, 3 stocks to 2 here. Honestly, green team is still not out of the clear.
Yeah, I mean, they're at high damage. And MVD has been shown time again that he can survive to ridiculous percentages here in doubles. But right now, 174. They just need 1 clean back air, 1 projectile from Young Link and be able to confirm into something. And then that's all of a sudden the momentum has shifted. But blue team starting to bleed themselves a little bit. That's a big hit. SEIBRINK going to be able to survive that. 151 damage to high damage for everyone on green team. Almost 200% on MVD. That fire arrow had so much hitbox. He went so deep for that. He got mixed. I feel like he went off so deep to get that thing, that edge guard, that he mixed himself in the process.
He got a little hungry.
I mean, I don't blame him. Like, you see a snake off stage at 199 damage. My mouth would be watering too. I want to get that kill. I'd be looking like Wile E. Coyote going out there trying to get a Roadrunner.
And that's evil.
Yeah.
That's brutal. And yeah, you know what? Kobe ended up paying the price for it too, right? Ended up SDing because of that commitment. Didn't end up getting that stock as well. MVD was like, okay, you want to go low? That's fine. I have Saifu. I'll be fine.
I'm chilling.
I have C4 and I have Saifu. There's nothing that you can do to me.
The definition of big chillin' right here coming out from MVD. We'll see if Blue Team's going to stick with the same characters, because we've seen both Kobe and SEIBRINK over here playing multiple characters. We have yet to see the Peach come out, so that could be... Oh! Okay, there it is. I mean, this is something that I thought would be on the table depending on what was going to happen in the past game. And I think this is something that is insanely doable for Blue Team, because now they have the potential to have two characters that are really, really good at stock tanking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, okay, so right now, SEIBRINK just looking for a way to be able to get in on Kobe here, but Kobe just playing so well with a lot of these arrows, quickly switching up his opponent onto MVD, saying, hey, I didn't get that edge guard last time around, I'm going to try to do it this time. Putting on the pressure, putting on the damage. Kobe is looking aggressive.
And MVD finally just touched the ground for the first time in like 15, 20 seconds. Like, he took not as much damage as you probably could have gotten on, but it was still a lot. But as I say that, MVD had triple digits. I feel like this new game plan of Kobe just kind of ignoring me, Brawler, to just focus entirely on MVD.
Frontline, backline does not matter if you're constantly infiltrating enemy territory, getting in there, getting between them, and then being able to pressure MVD like this. MVD did not expect the enemy to be so close to his doorstep.
It feels like Kobe and MUTEFACE swapped roles. I feel like MUTEFACE is the one that's playing more passive, while Kobe he's the real Solid Snake, bro. He's the one infiltrating and trying to get those kills. And it's working.
Yeah, but now he's going to be stuck at the ledge, hopping on over to the left side of the stage here. SEIBRINK getting a little bit too hungry for that edge guard, but goes unpunished for it. In fact, finds an up smash of his own. MVD, wow, what a follow-up.
I just can't even believe he exploded that fast, from completely vertically, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Big. Off of Nair. Off of Nair.
Yep, early hit neutral. It was fairly strong from Youngling.
Yeah, especially the early parts of that. Good interruption from MUTEFACE. You saw that side B connect, almost got hit by the pile drive, the screwdriver, and he just hit him out of it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I saved my teammates out here.
Kobe again and again, just trying to make MVD as uncomfortable as possible, just trying to disrupt the status quo, and I love the way that Kobe is approaching this match at this point in time. Now MUTEFACE going to be turning it up a little bit here, looking for that counter hit onto SEIBRINK, who ends up just sort of getting MUTEFACE off of him with that neutral.
I think what's also helping with the strategy for Blue Team is it feels like MUTEFACE is insanely comfortable against me Brawler, but with Peach. Like if there's ever a time when me Brawler's like infiltrating defenses of Peach being the stock tank, he feels 100% fine just being like, no, get away from me. I got this.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that side B from Peach did not connect, and I cannot believe that MVD was just able to punish that with a down tilt. Nonetheless, MVD knocked down to his last stock, trying to get a couple of hits onto Kobe before he switches back onto MUTEFACE.
Strategy change is definitely working out. MVD already down 2 stocks, like you said, all because of this hunt that Kobe is on. It is snake hunting season, and he is definitely trying to cash in as much of that cash as he possibly can. Big stock coming out from MUTEFACE on top of that, getting SEIBRINK down. We have ourselves a 4 stocks to 2 now, completely reversed. SEIBRINK, hold on. Hold on, Kobe in a bad spot.
Okay, huge suplex. Good amount of damage onto the board as well. Getting that up smash out of shield. SEIBRINK evening up the stock count. It is now 2 stocks to 2. Peach knocked all the way off stage. SEIBRINK and MVD, they're making this comeback. This
started off so wonderfully for Blue Team, and then Green Team was like, you know what? We close up the stocks really fast, and we bring it to an even game. So this is anyone's game. Kobe sitting at a pretty fresh percentage, but not for too long here. Still playing the hunting game. The second he sees that Cypher come out, he is chasing after MVD like a hawk.
And listen, that's another C4 there right now, and it got planted onto MUTEFACE. MVD ran back 20 seconds ago, put that on the SEIBRINK, said this is a tool that will help us out in a little tiny bit here, and it sure did. SEIBRINK not able to get the up B. I feel like whenever he's jumping, he's always looking for that like punish off of a grenade.
Bro, like, it's so close, yet so far the strategy was working so well for them, but at the end of the day, you're now yourself in a 1v2 and the C4 was on top of you. I mean, I think he was well aware that C4 was the way he was holding shield like that, expecting it to come out, but I feel like he had it down just a little bit too much. Might have shield poked or he let go of it, but regardless, that's going to be a tournament set now in favor of MVD and SEIBRINK.
There was a certain level of lethality that MVD and SEIBRINK brought to the table this game that just like allowed them to clean up stocks. They connected all their C4s, they connected all their funny little follow-ups, right? And I feel like there was a lack of presence from Blue Team in the second half of this game. So this is potentially the final game of doubles here. This is game number 4. We can maybe, go to a game 5 depending on how MUTEFACE and Kobe end up playing. Kobe was just not allowed to be as aggressive and successfully aggressive as he was in the first half of that game.
I think it's because it has something to do with like letting SEIBRINK run amok, right? Because like your entire focus was on MVD, on the stock tank. That maybe like SEIBRINK was being able to do whatever he wanted now at that point. So we'll see how the strategy is going to be able to change up here for game number 4 because something's going to have to give. Kobe no longer just chasing after purely against MVD and instead focusing entirely on SEIBRINK. Unfortunate SD coming out too. You saw a little bit of pressure. I don't want to say SD because there definitely was a lot of pressure coming out from him, but there was an accidental air dodge coming out and put himself in a disastrous position. Unfortunate start for Green Team. Yeah,
happens to the best of us, but the amount of games that we have seen Green Team start off at a deficit and then they came back, I mean, it has been over 3. So anything is possible at this point in time. It's a little bit too early to tell, but right now SEIBRINK just looking to dominate the airspace with some of these side Bs, struggling to get a clean opening kill until he finally finds that neutral air onto Peach. Peach struggling to be able to get back down, does so successfully, clean up in hand, backing off a little bit, and Kobe fighting off the corner as well. Wow.
Now we're seeing a lot of evasion coming out here from MUTEFACE too. Going for the double jump to avoid the back air. Unfortunately, could not get away from that up tilt.
A lot of evasion until it mattered most.
Exactly. That kick covers so much error too. That's going to be Kobe losing the stock on top of that. Again, Green Team looking very promising right now.
Okay, looking for that up B follow-up, and that is going to be that up B follow-up. Taking that stock a little bit, dare I say, too soon from MUTEFACE. It is 5 stocks to 3 so suddenly. That is what MVD is capable of. He can steal things. He can steal it.
MVD and SEIBRINK were literally on the cusp of getting 3rd place so many times, and now they're on the cusp of winning the entire tournament, climbing all the way down from loser's side of the bracket. So much potential here coming out for the players to be able to kind of bring this home and close out this tournament. This would be a huge win for MVD and SEIBRINK to be able to bring this back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Huge down tilt there, tossing out that grenade, tossing out a second one as well. All right, just really trying to get this ledge trap onto MUTEFACE. Maybe goes in closer to Kobe, making sure that his teammate is okay. SEIBRINK establishing, hey, I'm actually good by virtue of connecting 2 suplexes. And
the C4! That was an incredible C4 because that puts them in a huge advantage. 3 stocks to 2.
And even if SEIBRINK goes down 2, that's going to be a fresh stock. You know whose stock is not fresh?
Kobe. Look at him. 108. That's its last stock for both players, too. On top of that, that's a huge situation. If anybody could capitalize on that, if that was an edge guard, there was a will to win that.
Oh, Kobe rolling in there into SEIBRINK's down smash, eating so much damage. Now has to be on the back line, has to play a little bit gently here. You cannot leave MUTEFACE hanging by himself at this point in time. You have to stay alive. F smash is going to come out. MVD getting that punish with the dash attack as well. Kobe making it back on, tossing out a bomb through safety. MVD going up to avoid MUTEFACE. Still going to be eating a neutral. This is all up to Kobe to stay alive.
MUTEFACE was starving for that kill against MVD. Kobe still hanging in there, has to avoid all these projectiles coming out. Hold down the C4, uses the bomb to get back his up B and get back on stage at 157 damage. Unfortunately, MVD lands right on top of him, lands the back air, and now it is all up to MUTEFACE to hold on to this tournament stock. Will it be able to happen? It's not looking likely. MVD going to put a C4 on SEIBRINK, misses it, goes down on the ground. That's okay, gives him plenty of time to put it right back on top of that. The C4 is now impeached. We're trading like crazy. I don't even know who it's on anymore. Things are looking bleak.
Yeah, 144%. Just about anything from any of these players with so much kill potential. And that's going to be the C4 finally coming into play. SEIBRINK with the pop-off as well, as SEIBRINK and MVD win doubles at CEO 2023.
And that is a pop-off that SEIBRINK 100% deserves. If you recall back to that losers finals match where it was almost over for this team twice, not once, twice, and SEIBRINK came back and did a 1v2 against both Wonderchef and Tachyon twice. Coming back to this set, resetting bracket against the people waiting in winners final.